Hunter Carney McCarthy stands behind a tree split most down the middle, overlooking from a hillock a broken, half-burnt corpse of a church, Madonna Noir. The guts of this temple space are splayed out in its yard, toppled tombstones, shambling half-deads, a steeple of blackened board. In front of Carney stands a hulking mass, something straight from hell, with a half-eaten face. It looks at him, though Carney's not sure it can even see. Chitinous, flaky armor hugs its shoulders, obscuring the innards. A right arm extends almost down to its feet, talons for fingers. Its pauldrons expand like the bulbous dirt of hornets' nests, scales peeling in places. Carney intends to meet an old friend. In letters, his former companion Torborg expressed a desire to take on a contract here in the mired swamps of southern Louisiana. He would have done it regardless, but it was always better to have a partner. Splitting the contract would still warrant them each a hefty purse. The rugged hunter arrived yesterday evening. In the thicket behind him, a pit of char waits like an open maw, thirsting for its next helping of wood. Spending his night by a dying fire, the sounds of crickets and foul creatures stalking the night. He had plenty of time to think up a plan for what the next few days would look like. It was an uneasy night, though, so not much planning got done. During the dark, torches swayed unevenly in the distance, and at one point in time, a strange shriek to the north struck him like lightning. He'd never heard such a scream, and even though he'd faced these kinds of creatures before, he feels no eagerness to discover the cry's origin. As the morning dew settled, he'd scouted the surrounding area. To the south, a small town named Stillwater, rumored to be ground zero for the demonic infection here. To the north, deep water and the remains of a dilapidated farm long lost to the swamps surrounding it. He took note of the creatures, grunts as they're known, some hulking beasts like the one staring at him now, and what looked like some hounds straight from the pits of hell. And now dark is falling again. Least you can still hear. And sometimes. You look well. Suppose. How are you since Boo? Boo, Sweden. A small set of islands not far from Stockholm. In '72, the area fell victim to an outbreak not unlike the one here in Louisiana. But Boo was particularly violent. It was less isolated than the bayou, and with more people to get infected, the faster the disease spread and the more evil dug its talons into the spine of the surrounding countryside. Hundreds were dead or infected in the first few days, and Stockholm itself seemed threatened at the infestation's peak. Bounty hunters from all over Europe responded to the contract. Torborg was one of the first. He and his partner found the boil only to be pinned down between the Maester Demon and several bloodthirsty hunters vying for the contract. Torborg nearly lost his life when a bullet missed his heart by centimeters, and a fang from the demon buried itself into his right arm. His partner was not as lucky. Torborg crawled out of there near death, bleeding out. Carney does not know the details beyond that. He was found by someone, but Torborg has never said who the Samaritan was that patched him up. Good. First few years was hard. But it was good to get away from that place. Sweden, I mean. Yes, good to get away. What do we have here in the bayou? Anything shake you so far? Everything I've seen is pretty expected. Grunts, these armored creatures. Scouted north, broke up farm there. Looks like it's been that way for a while. And, south is supposed to be where the infection started. Stillwater. Yep. Haven't entered any compounds yet. Animals? Not seen any, except crows. It is common for the local wildlife to retreat from the infection, lest they get killed or corrupted by it. It is generally assumed that crows, themselves possessed in some way of a dark inclination, are unperturbed by the infection. Fucking crows. And ducks. Ducks? Really? Yep. Huh. I thought ducks were nicer. Other hunters? Heard shots this morning, south of here. How was the blockade? Easy to slip? Fine. Soldiers don't care. Don't think they even know what's going on. Ordered to shoot anything they see. Being a month and the governor, well, he seems pretty content to let this shit stay under the cloak. What does he care? Not like they voted for him. Suppose. What the hell is that contraption? Well, a few years ago, worked on some fishing boats near Savannah. Found this in a chest at the back of the fishing depot. It's a harpoon. It was rusted, falling apart when I found it. Like me, it was an old man with a little life left in it. That a stick of dynamite on the end? Impressed? Inspired, really. Got a map? Carney reveals a map, but in the dimming light of day, they can't make out the markings. Can't see shit. It's alright. I gotta look. Fire okay? Didn't seem to cause a problem last night. Sound seems to be more an issue. Alright. It's damn good to see you, my friend. Damn good.